everyone, hope you're all alright. So we're going to have a go at making some sculpture from egg boxes. That was the idea. How about making some lovely flowers from egg boxes? So what materials would we need and what equipment would we need? So starting with the equipment, I think we'd need a pencil to mark out the shape and a pen to make a little hole in the middle. We would need some paints, some little poster paints there, and maybe a brush or a sponge to paint, to apply the paint with, a pair of scissors to cut out the shape, some buttons. You see in the middle there's a little button there which is holding the pipe cleaner in place. Oh, that reminds me, so we'll need pipe cleaners. And then what else? Is there anything I've forgotten, I wonder? I know, an egg box. So that we're going to cut out the egg box shapes at the bottom there. So we don't need that bit at the top. I'll cut that away. Maybe use that for something else then. Right, put that to one side. So we're just looking at these round shapes here and want to create some flowers from them. So how can we do that? Well, what we could do is maybe draw a little flower shape on each one. So just suppose I get a pen or a pencil and draw little petals. Little petals on each one. I could go all the way around like that. Now, do you know when we were cutting out the out of the card, and I explained if you've got a complicated shape, if you cut most of the card away first, then you can cut into the shape. Well, you can do the same thing. That was what you would call a two-dimensional or 2D shape, whereas this is three-dimensional or 3D, and that just means it sticks out in all directions. But it's roughly the same thing. Now what I'm going to do is cut away the bit that I don't need. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Oh, well, you've got some stronger scissors than me. Right, there, look, I've cut away a lot of the parts that I don't need. There. So that's a bit rough to start with. That doesn't look much like a flower, does it? Right, so what shall I do now? Well, where I've drawn the lines, maybe if I cut right up to the edges of the lines, that would be a good start. And then, if I cut in some little triangles around each of the petals. This is my concentrating cutting face. It's just watch your fingers when you do it. It's a bit tricky when it's three-dimensional. So then you end up with something a bit like that. But I drew some curved petal shapes. I'm going to cut round so that it's a bit more petal shape rather than just sticking out. So there we go. So we've got one, whoop, dropped it. Right, so I've got 1, 2, another petal shape with little curved petals, 3, so that one a bit neater, and then one more. There, look a bit like a flower. So, if you've got an egg box with 6 little shapes in like that, maybe cut 6 flowers out. And then what could you do next, I wonder? Well, this one, I painted it already before I cut it out. Painted it on the back and painted it on the front. Now all you need is to get the paint right inside. You don't need it all the way around the edges because you're not going to use that bit. So let's have a think then. When it comes to painting, I just had an idea. Sometimes if you find it hard to hold a thin paintbrush, and I think we've done this before in the class when we did the craft sessions at Portland Day Centre. I've got a sponge and wrapped it around the paintbrush. And then let's see what happens. Got a bit of tape to tape it in place. A bit more perhaps. And then, you see now, maybe it's quite good for holding it in position. So, what shall we do now? Shall I demonstrate painting the egg box? I think I'll do that, and I'll choose a lovely pink colour. So I'm going to get my paintbrush and I'm going to paint inside. A nice pink colour. Oh, so you see we've got some red ones there, and then we're going to have some pink flowers. Let's have a look. You might find that if you use a thicker paintbrush, you can paint it more easily than if you use a thin one. Or even if you had a little sponge to paint it with. So that's the inside, and then I'm going to turn it over, and then I'm going to paint the outside, same colour. So I'm going to make some lovely pink flowers there. What sort of flowers are pink, I wonder? Maybe pink roses, pink crocuses. Can anybody else think of any different flowers that could be pink? I'm not sure. I don't think daffodils are pink. Maybe tulips, they could be pink. So we've got some red ones and some pink ones. I wonder what colour we could do next. I've got all colours to choose from. Got some nice orangey coloured ones now. There we go. I'll paint it inside. There, so we'll keep painting like that. I'll put that one down now because you've got the general idea. Put that to one side, and I've got paint all over my fingers as well. So I'm getting covered in it. Right, so what's the next thing to do, I wonder? So this one is one I painted a bit before. And now, whereas that little one we cut it out first, this time I've already painted them, and then I'm going to cut them out. And can you remember what to do? If we don't need that bit there, so I might just cut that away. So we just cut away the bits that we don't need. Cut it roughly away. And I've got two that are going to be two pink flowers. Cut most of the cardboard sculptural egg box material away that I don't need. And then I'll get my pencil, draw some petals. That's one round there, another one there, and another one there. And then I'll cut the section in half, so you've got two. I'm going to make two flowers. Cut away the bits we don't need. And then cut some little triangles in there. I wonder how many petals we'll have this time. We might have 1, 2, 3, 4, perhaps we'll have 5 this time. And then cut it round, cut round and round, make them a bit rounded. Remember to concentrate and pull a funny concentration face. Oh, that one's turned out a bit different, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, it's a bit like a flower. There we go. So, if you've got a few little flowers cut out, what could we do next? If we wanted to put a little stem on the flower, let's have a look at this one, unwrap it and see how it's made. Oh, it's all tangled up. I do get in a tangle. Right, here we go, they're all twisted together. So I'm going to untwist them just so you can see how they're all fastened together. Might be a while, so just have a cup of tea while you're waiting for me to untwist them. Oh, there we go. Right. So there's one flower with its stem. So what to do next? If you've got a pen, get your flower and make a little hole in the middle. Push down against something safe. You don't want to push through your table, so if you've got a board maybe to protect the table, and then can you see you've got a little hole in there? And then if I get a button and a pipe cleaner, I could thread the pipe cleaner through the button, and it's going to snow now by the sound of it out there, and then thread it back again through the other hole and twist it around. And it's going to hold that button in place and not fall off. So can you remember we just made that little hole through the middle of the flower petal? This time, thread the pipe cleaner through the hole, all the way through, and there can you see the button holds it in place. So we can add that one to our bunch of flowers. And another one. So how many we've got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a nice bunch of flowers. Now if you haven't got any pipe cleaners, that's fine. What else could we do, I wonder? Well, just suppose you've got your button, and if you've got some glue, which I might have somewhere, here we go. Pop a bit of glue in the middle of the flower. Right, so I just need something to put the glue on with. There we go, there's some PVA glue. So I'm going to put that in the middle of the flower and stick the button inside so it looks like the middle. And then this time, what could I use if I haven't got pipe cleaners? If you've got a bit of card somewhere in the house, now I've got some card here that I've bought that's obviously for craft purposes, but if you don't have any, maybe you could use recycled card. Maybe where could you get some card from that you could recycle, I wonder? Something like maybe a cereal box, and you could paint it possibly. So there we go, I've cut some flower stems and put a blob of glue on the back, not a glob. Stick your stalk on the back. We'll have to leave this to dry though, because otherwise it'll just fall off. So then we can leave that to dry. You could even make leaf shapes cut out of card. Let's have a look. Start at the bottom, you've got a thick leaf shape at the bottom going up to a thin bit. Looks a bit like that maybe, that's a bit like a tulip leaf or a daffodil leaf. And maybe stick that on the bottom, or stick it halfway up even. Now it's just going to fall off because it's not dry yet, but it'll look something like that when it's dry. And maybe, if you wanted to make a picture, or you could put your flowers in a vase, that's one idea. Just pop them in a vase, a bit like that. Another idea, if you wanted to make a picture with them, you could maybe, especially the ones with the card stems, put a bit of glue on your card, stick it on like that maybe. Now you could stick a few on, make a lovely flower picture, maybe trim that bit. There you go. So I hope you enjoy the first egg box sculpture workshop, and I shall do another one tomorrow. Bye for now.